Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Susan. I love to be called the voice of the men. So before I go into what I want to talk to today, please like, share, subscribe, and if possible, turn on your post notifications. Alright, so today I'll be answering a lot of your questions, like the questions that I've been getting like since I started doing what I do online. So yeah, this channel is going to be different, like it's going to be exclusive. I'm not going to be posting stuff I post on my other social media accounts. So yeah, you don't want to miss out anything. Yeah, because we'll be learning a lot. I'll be learning and you will be learning too. So one of the frequent questions I get asked a lot is, where are you from? And I get tired sometimes of answering this, so that's why I'm making videos like this, so that I can always refer you guys to come back here, because you cannot be asking me the same question like a million times. So I am from Ebonyi State, Afikpo North. Yes, I'm Igbo and my native name is Eberechi. I didn't really like my name before, but when I grew up and I got to understand the meaning of the name, I think I started liking it. Yes. So the second question that I get asked a lot too is, are you married? Hey God, sometimes when I get this question, I used to feel like, do I look that big? I know I'm chubby. Yeah, like don't mind my cheeks. I think my cheeks are bigger, so I have always had chubby cheeks even when I was smaller, so I am not married. And I always say this: if I get married, of course I know I will one day, but when I finally do, I cannot make videos without you people seeing my rings. I cannot. No, like I will flaunt it. You have to see it. Like, you must see it. No, you must see it. So I'm not married. You guys should stop asking me that. The third question that I get asked a lot, this question is because the content that I make. So that's why I understand why people ask me this question a lot. Like sometimes I think I don't get tired of answering this question, because of course who know like better thing, I look beautiful and then I get sense, and then my body is giving everything it's supposed to give. So don't mind me, I'm going to be smiling a lot on my YouTube channel because I want us to bond. I want us to bond, seriously. So let me just be serious. So the third question I get asked a lot is, are you in a relationship? I wish I had the bell. This is a point where we just ring the bell. Bling, bling, bling. Yeah, so people ask me this question a lot. Like, I cannot count. If I get 1,000 naira for every time someone asks this question. Hotel no reach why I did now. Hotel for no reach. I'm telling you, like, people ask me this question, and I understand because of the content I put out there. People want to, are interested in me, so they want to know. Those are these people. The people that ask are people that care. There are some people that don't give a fuck. Oh, sorry, they don't give a damn. Like, they don't care whether I'm in a relationship or not. They just want to dive in. They just want to they just want to carry me away, So it's just funny, and I understand who no like better thing, who doesn't want peace. When I see these men come to me, I don't get angry sometimes, unless the people that want to be insensitive, like want to say certain things or do certain things. That's when I get angry. But like, if they ask me this question, I just understand, because considering the things that I know and say, when I say know and say, I'm that kind of person that by the grace of God, with what I know, the little that I know and I understand there, I would, if I marry a man that God has given to me, a man that has sense, of course, by the grace of God, you have a peaceful marriage, because I no get wahala, and there are some things that I understand. So when I say these things and I see these men come, I understand perfectly. I don't like get angry, like I said before. So I try to keep, whether I'm in a relationship or not, that is one question that I have never really answered, unless for the people that have come to my DM to really ask me, So I try to keep my relationship status off social media, because nobody really cares. I feel like nobody really cares. If you come to me, if you're really serious, then I'll give you an answer. That is how I am. If you're really, 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 really serious, I will give you an answer. So that is that for number 3. The fourth question that I get asked, that one, they just, sometimes I just get that question, is where did I get all of this from? Like, the things that I know, where did I learn it from? Where did I get? Is it from my mom, my dad? Is it a family thing? Things like that. So to answer that, finally, I didn't know all this. See, there are some things life will teach you that you cannot learn in school. I used to tell, you see, when we say experience is the best teacher, people think it's a cliche, like, it's just a saying, but there are some things in life that you will not learn, that you will not know if you don't experience them. If you met me, like, let's say 3 years from now, I probably wasn't this person that I am right now. I'm telling you, I wasn't like this. I didn't know all these things that I knew now. There are some things that, that's why respect age. We know age is just a number, but there are some things that if you don't get there, there's a certain age you must get to learn some things in life. As in, as years ago, every year that you add to your age, you experience, there's something that you have learned that year that you wouldn't have learned if you had not gotten to that year. So I don't want to make this video too long. Of course, I want to say that I grew up, for somebody like me, I got into the university, maybe I was like 17 years when I got admission, so at 17, I was thrown into life, like Daniel was thrown into the den of lions. I was thrown into life, so I had to grow up. I had no other option, whether I grew up or I grew up. So I had to grow up. So these things, my mom, you see, I had parents that did not even have time for us. My parents were busy with business. As in, when I even saw my period, my first period, it was my dad that knew before my mom. Because, of course, I'm my dad's favorite. That one is for the man that wants to marry me. He will have to deal with my dad. So I grew up. I had to grow up. I didn't have any option. I had to grow up, seriously. So I started learning these things. I had to make mistakes, even in relationship, even when I was heartbroken. When ladies come at me and be like, don't worry, they never break your heart now, why they do this thing? When they don't break your heart, you go stop. I just, they laugh, because I have been heartbroken before, and I told myself that is the last. My pastor then will always he used to tell us then that as a lady, if you've had 1, 2, 3 heartbreak, it's because you are not wise. Yes, it's because you are not wise. Because if you are wise, why would you? I know you don't know the people that you get to meet, but there are some mistakes that you can avoid. So when I got my heart broken the first time, I told myself that is going to be the last, and by the grace of God, that is the last. Because I have become so let me not talk too much. I had to learn. I had to make mistakes. At some point, I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to commit suicide because of love. So when people tell me I've not been heartbroken, I just laugh. So I had to learn to get to where I am right now. So just hold on, just stay in, subscribe, be here, and we have a lot to talk about. Seriously, like, we have a lot to talk about. So that's just a few. There will be a part 2 of getting to know me, because I have a lot to share with you guys. So just stay tuned.